It's finally cooling down. Let me show you what I did. Clearance plants! I'm so excited. Let me show you. Oh my goodness, when there's such good prices, you just can't. This is a Dusty Miller, and I've done this the last 2 years, and they always come back. This is a Mystic Illusion Dahlia, and then I've got 2 peony bushes. So let me see if they actually have a name on them. I was in a hurry. Let's see, does that? I'll have to look up. It says fuchsia with double blooms. Is this the exact same one? Pink. I can't tell if it's the same thing. What do you guys think? Pink, and that one says, I don't know. But the cool thing about buying peonies like this instead of bare root is that you know they've already flowered. So you don't have to wait 3 years to get a flower on them. So just make sure to plant them not too deep and water, and you'll get a good reward. I had one of these, the variegated Weigela. This has the yellow and the green instead of the white and green that I love, but that should be good. Here's another snowball bush. Eastern snowball. So these make really good cut flowers. And then this last one I got is a lilac, and it is a little lady lilac, and it gets heat zone 7. Ooh, that makes me frustrated actually. They say we're a 7, but we're not really a 7. I do everything for a 5 or 6. Man. Okay, 5 by 5. I guess I'll put it up by the house a little closer so that I can protect it. I don't want to protect plants. You have to, if they don't survive your yard. This one says hardiness down to a 5. That's a little better. Don't you hate it when they sell things that are above your zone? I'm a little bummed with that zone 7. I mean, they say our zone is a 7A, but I have been planting for a 5 and 6 because we had an amazing, horrible, depending on who you are, winter this last time. Let's go this way so you can see something prettier. This last season, we had such a horrible winter, and a lot of things got water and stuff, but that would not be a zone 7. That would be more a zone 6 or less with what the winter was like. And the winter before that, it was so dry with hardly any moisture, and a 7 would be fine as far as heat, but anyway, zones are dumb. I like to plant for a zone 5 or 6 and water and mulch like crazy. So I hope that zone 7 does okay in my yard. So now I get the fun of trying to find where I want to put them. And the reason I got those clearance plants, and that's not just because they're clearance, but how many times does a gardener buy a plant and doesn't know where to put it? But I am going to be brave and start selling my bouquets. And all of those would make great foliage and blooming flowers for my bouquets. And I don't know why it makes me nervous. It's so dumb, because I am talented. I can make bouquets, I can grow flowers, I can sell them. But I don't know, the initial step is just making me nervous. So I'm gonna put them online. I'm gonna say I got 5 bouquets here, and then just see what happens. And if they don't sell, I can give them to friends. It's not that big of a deal. Pep talk. So yes, I love to garden, but I also have these with bouquets in mind. Peonies and pink splash. That's not a pink splash Weigela. It's just a regular Weigela. This one doesn't have an actual name. Variegated Weigela. They are for bouquets. And this foliage is so amazing. I love Dusty Miller. Who doesn't love Dusty Miller in a bouquet? Of course, dahlias. Single dahlias are more for the bees. They don't last in a bouquet very long. Who am I kidding? They're all for me, but I do want to make bouquets and sell them. So let's go put these in the ground. So this is what I'm doing. I'm filling up buckets and I'm putting my clearance plants in so that they get a nice good drink. That's what I'm doing. And then I'll plant when it's not so hot out here. So I need to fill up this right here. Hi, welcome back. We've had 2 days of 103, so we've hit quite a big heat wave. And I'm back to this project over here. These plants have been soaking in some water for about 2 days. It's been so dry that this one soaked up all the water, so I'll have to put some more in there. These are the clearance plants I got a couple days ago, and it was just too hot to plant them out, and I was too busy with my family. So now we can start working on these. I have 2 spots for these peonies. Let's go find them. Okay, I'm going to put this peony in this giant bed. So I have one right there, and then I have no more peonies anywhere in this bed. So I think I'm going to put one right here. So I'm going to dig that, water it in. And I could put a third one here, but I'm not quite sure what those colors are. And if they're the exact same colors, I don't want them both together. Okay, so this peony is going to go in this bed, but not on this side, because I have quite a few here. So I have one there, and then I have one back there. So 2 peonies pretty close to each other. And then I don't think I have any, unless I planted them later. Oh, there's one right there. That's a peony that has not bloomed yet. I don't know if I have any in this mess right here. But I don't think I have any in this front where all these asters are. I know there's one by the back, by the window over there. And I've got some gorgeous dahlias. That might be a good spot for a peony eventually. But I'm going to put it kind of right there. So I'll come and dig that one right there. So I have this spot right up by the brick that would be really beautiful. And I think I want to put a lilac right there. So here's the little lady looking like she needs some help because she's a clearance plant. When I showed you before, it's actually zone 227. So I went on a spill of zones. And she's all the way down to a 2. But she's named Little Lady because she only gets 5 by 5. So I might not want to put her up by the house because I don't think she'll get big enough. Isn't that silly? So I'm going to go look around on these other 2 beds. This might be beautiful over here. I'm always extending my beds. What about right there? Right there. Wouldn't that be beautiful? I don't know. So anywhere in here that might look nice. I mean, I could put it toward the back. I could put it on that side. I don't think I'm going to put it in this bed. What about over here? Let's see, a 5 by 5 lilac shrub. So it's going to look gorgeous in the spring, and then you'll just have foliage the rest of the time. This is a hydrangea that needs water. Look at this. Here's a peony. I'm just going to cut it all the way down because we're getting fungus, powdery mildew. We do not deal with powdery mildew in Utah very much. But because we've had such a cold winter, a wet winter and a wet spring, a lot of things have been showing signs of powdery mildew. Crazy, huh? So what about in here? You got to see these daylilies. I'm just loving them. This one's called Spider something. Of course, I can't remember while I'm talking about it. Isn't it beautiful? I'll put the name on the screen. Anywhere in here would be beautiful. How about right here? I think I have a hardy hibiscus that's not working. Man, it's so dry. All right, one more option. What about in this bed over here? And I could always put it in the back, but if I want to see it in the front, see, I've got some more beautiful daylilies. These are all my winter sown pots, looking pretty good. I added later some dahlias that are struggling and some Dusty Miller that needs water. What about a lilac bush in the middle of this? 5 by 5. I could put it like right behind this bush. There's a peony there. There's rose. There is a hardy hibiscus, another rose, like right where those bolted carrots are. That might be good. Let me think on that one for a little bit more. So the snowball bush, I'm pretty sure I know where I want that one. All right, I'm gonna put it right here. So I'm gonna have my son help me. See where my foot is right here? That's where I want that. Right there, yep. And then I'm going to go grab the lilac and put the lilac right here. This is surrounding a really weedy. So the sandbox is behind me. I'm going to put the white jello there, the lilac there, and the snowball there. And to give you reference of what's in this bed, I'm gonna have to follow the shade around and get all these bushes in the ground. So right now I can put the peonies right there, and then we'll do a really slow, and then right behind me over there I can put another one of the other peonies, and then I'll go in the back. It's pretty shaded right there right now, and put the other bushes in, and I'll show you what I'm doing. Thanks for joining me as I plant some clearance plants in my Utah desert atmosphere. I love to put a whole bunch of wood chips on top because we don't get any moisture here. So it might be different for your climate on what you mulch with. So thanks for joining me. Bye.